Several months ago, I uploaded a video that showed how I built a smart mirror, which is basically a mirror with a screen in it. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it in the description, but this video will outline some of the upgrades I've made to the mirror since that first video came out. The first thing I did was buy an actual piece of one-way glass. Turns out that getting thin plexiglass to sit very flat and not have any flex in it is very hard to do. I also upgraded the backing material from that foam to an actual cutout piece of MDF that I spray painted black. This was better in almost every way. It was a lot tougher and a lot easier to handle, and honestly probably easier to make as well. I then cleaned everything and carefully reassembled it. The glass is definitely a lot easier to clean than that acrylic stuff that I used before. I even got my girlfriend to help me reassemble this. I had her clean the back of the glass because that way if she noticed that there was dust on it after we reassembled it, it would be her fault, not mine. I cleaned off the LCD screen and the backing material, and then we threw the rest of the guts back into the mirror. I taped all around the edges with blue masking tape just to prevent dust from inside the mirror body getting between the backing plate and the actual glass of the mirror. And then it was time to plug everything back in and see if I screwed anything up. After determining that I did not, in fact, screw anything up, I could install the supports that would permanently hold the backing plate and the mirror in position. As you can see, I just used two pieces of scrap. The support doesn't need to be that rigid since this new backing material holds its shape a lot better than that foam that I used before. The last thing I did was 3D print some brackets to hold on that piece of plexiglass on the front. These came out a lot cleaner than the stuff that I had on there before. And here it is back in her room. As you can see, no more funhouse mirror effects. There's no warpage going on there. Lights still work, and it's a lot clearer to look into. That one-way glass that I got is a lot better than the stuff that I had on there before. That's probably the main improvement. I still want to make a third version of this mirror where I completely redo the frame and make it a little bit sleeker. My 3D printed button housing was not as good as it could have been, so make sure to subscribe so you can catch that video as well.